Veracity Exchange Television.
V.E.T.V. Hosted by none other than Brilliance.
Why you so sad, ho? Why you so sad? I got cash all day. These bitches mad, hoes sad all day.
Hollywood Spryte, aka Brilliance.
This your dog Hollywood Spryte, aka Spryte Official, aka Brilliance. Y'all now tuning to V.E.T.V, man. And today I got a special guest in the building, man. Big dog, OGPERCY. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Percy?
Okay.
How you feeling, dog?
Okay. That's how I'm feeling. We in here.
How you been making out? You doing all right?
Man, I've been making it. I'm on top of the ground. The ground ain't on top of me, so I'm blessed right now.
Right. 100, man. That's solid, man. Hey, so let's get to it. If you could get the people a description of Fort Worth and that type of environment, you know what I'm saying? How hard is it to make it out of Fort Worth?
How hard is it to make it? It's one way in, it's one way out. You hear me?
Right.
You born in and you dying out. That's it.
Okay.
Fort Worth, man, coming up in Fort Worth, man, I grew up in a hood where we can go bowling every day, man. I grew up in a hood where we had skating rings down the street. You know what I'm saying? We get our $1.50 to go skating, but it's only $75 to get into the skating ring, $25 for your soda, $25 for your popcorn, and you can get you some Zuzus and Wham Whams for the other quarter.
Right.
Them days in time. We can leave there, and I grew up in a city where we could go down the street and go to the movie, the dollar movie. Green grass growing, everybody lawn cut. The neighbors saying hi, and Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth.
Right.
Fort Worth, Texas. Fort Worth died off in 91. In 91 to 93, Fort Worth became murder word. Fort Worth became murder word, man. Matter of fact, the capital murder city of for 3 years straight. 3 years straight in Texas. Known for the most murders, more murders than Dallas, Austin, in this little old small town, man. I watched the genocide out here. You hear me?
Right.
Yeah, I watched the genocide. Matter of fact, I can thank God to say that I'm one of the last men breathing. I ain't gonna say the last men, a few of the last men breathing through that genocide. Black men is dead. I lost about 112 homeboys in 1 year one time. And the sad thing about that part is, homie, them just the niggas that I knew. You hear me?
Right.
Yeah. Them just the cats that I knew. Them ain't the cats that was getting killed there, besides the ones I didn't know. I was like, shit. Cause I don't want to know everybody that died.
Right.
Yeah, that's freaky. That's kind of scary. Nigga making you a strange man.
Right.
But you can't help who you know when you grow up and go to school.
At some point in time, you know what I'm saying, we all go numb to the death, you know what I'm saying? So,
yes, sir.
With you losing that many people, especially at one time, when did OGPERCY become numb to death?
I got numb to it after I seen one of my little partners get his brains blown out in front of him. R.I.P. to my homeboy Freddie Garrett. We used to call him Pothead. I watched a partner of mine walk up and murder him right in front of me. The cold thing, little Freddie was my partner, and the nigga that killed him was my partner as well.
Right.
The relationship between the both of us was no different between each other. It messed me up. I had one choice at that time. I could go to church,
right,
get my life together, do what mama and them, direct and order me to stay on the right path. And they had good instructions, but bad guidance. I ain't gonna get into that. Good instructions, but bad guidance.
Right.
I don't want to put my parents down. I had wonderful, lovely parents, but
right.
I'm just not a fan of whooping on kids.
I feel.
But hey, that's a whole nother story.
Right.
But when I came numb to it at that point, because I said to myself, man, I don't never want to see a nigga do me like that.
Right.
I don't never want a bullet to do me like I seen that bullet do that man.
Right.
And I witnessed it, and I watched all the fluids run out his body, from his ears to his nose, out his mouth. When I thought when you get shot, you're just supposed to bleed blood.
Right.
They teach these kids on the movie, this is what it looked like when you get shot. Pow, ooh.
Right. You
Yeah,
just fall over. Yeah.
yeah. It's now they left out a whole lot
Right.
to that. It's horrifying. You hear me? It's horrifying. When you see what a bullet will do to a man. I seen a bullet hit my partner behind his ear, and the other one was on top of his head. And I ran up there like a dummy, like they do on the Cowboys movie, like we were raised to watch, to try to save the boy.
Yeah.
To try to save him. And it wasn't blood, it was fluids running out. I was like, man, it's like somebody came up to him and cut a water hole, cut the faucet on in his head.
Right.
And I never seen a man body drain like that. And one of the guys told me, y'all better try to save it, because at the time, 2 guys were shot at one time. He shot my partner and shot the dude that was driving in the car with him. Shout out to Victor Scott, man. Shout out to the homie Victor Scott. He survived the shooting. But my little partner didn't. My decision in life was to either Percy, you gonna get down or lay down. And I'm not gonna say I'm proud to say, but at that time I said I'm gonna go and rock out with this. Cause I said to myself, I'm not gonna never let a nigga do me like that.
Right.
If a man, I said to myself, and I vowed to myself, as a man, even if you act like you got something, I'm gonna feel sorry for you.
So what age was that you you know what I'm saying, you joined the gang? What age was that?
I got down at an early age.
Okay.
I got down, at an older age. I got down at an older age. My partner was younger than me. My partner came out of juvenile with him.
Okay.
Yeah, my little, I was the old cat in the crew. You heard me? I was the old cat to them, but the young cat in the hood. You heard me?
Right.
But to them, I was the older nigga. These niggas was juvies. These niggas was coming out of Gainesville State School.
Right.
You did what I'm saying? I was with one of my baby mamas, and I walked in the house, and her brother was on it so tough. I'm like, what? No, I caught on the cripping. I caught on the cripping when I was 16 years old. I ran into my first 2 Crip niggas named L.A. Which, you know, every time a nigga come from L.A. to Texas, that's what they call themselves.
Right.
L.A.
Right.
We'll never know who, you know, there's so many L.A.s.
Yeah, L.A., right.
You never know which one you're talking about. God damn, can you niggas get a name for yourself?
Right, that's right.
Yeah. But anyway, I got down at a later age, at an older age than the younger cats that was already cripping, man. R.I.P. The nigga that run cripping down here died at 17.
Okay.
He got killed when he was 17. He got murdered. Nigga walked up and gunned him down at 17. Back then, 21, you could become an OG in Fort Worth. Wait, hold on. Let's get it right. That's if you can make it to see 21. Ain't that cold?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was the genocide right there. 14 to 21. From the ages of 14 to 21, they killed off a whole generation of kids down here.
Right.
Yeah. And I witnessed it. I told him it's already been a World War. World War III right here in our neighborhood.
With that being said, how you feel about the gang life today? You know what I'm saying? The murder rate today compared to back then.
Stupid. It's going dumb.
Right.
It's going dumb. What? Back then it was structure in the gang banging.
Right.
Back then it was a probable cause. Back then you had to rob a gang to go bang against.
Right.
It was Crips against Bloods back then. Well, I know this gonna sound sad to say, but hell, just by that little Crips on Blood, that saved a lot of niggas then. Because if it was like it is now,
right.
Oh no, hey man, it'll be a Holocaust. For one reason, there's no respect in it no more.
Right.
Now don't get me wrong, ain't nothing respected in gang banging. When you use it for the wrong reason.
For the people that's ignorant to the gang culture, man, you know what I'm saying? When you said it right in the wrong ways, can you explain that for them people? What would be considered right and what would be considered wrong for the people who don't know nothing about the gang life?
The right way, that's how I started out.
Okay.
The right way is how it started out. The right way, community revolution in progress. We trying to get the community back in progress. We trying to make sure don't nobody come over and sell no dope on this street in our community. We trying to make sure old man Haggard down the street that can't move his fucking legs, we gonna go cut his yard today. We gonna make sure we grab that lady groceries out of her hand and help her across the street.
Okay.
We gonna make sure we go up to the old folks' home, take baskets and food up here and sit with the old. We gonna make sure our community is straight. That's what it started out being.
Right.
That's the good.
Okay.
And then, you know, just like everything else, when the folks see the good going too good for the blacks, somebody got to throw a monkey wrench in it.
Right.
That's how it started out. Don't nobody know that part no more.
Right.
How about that?
It's a big separation between the youth and the elders. You know what I'm saying? The OGs. Do you think
Definitely.
You think the
Most
OGs
definitely.
can step back in the game and get some order back in, or you think it's just over with for that situation? You know what I mean?
The OGs got to, you know, when you say the OGs, it ain't none.
Okay.
It ain't none. Let's just say the Kings. Fuck some OGs. I'm an OG.
Right.
I'm the OG. I'm the only OG gonna admit that he a real OG. I'm the OG. I'm gonna admit to that. And that only stands for two things, not what these cats put down no more. You know, everybody on gangster. Well, mine stand for the old guy.
Okay.
You hear me?
Okay.
How about that? Yeah. Okay. My OG means old guy. I'm the old guy now. Not no original gangster and all that. I don't even want to carry that title no more.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep that right there. The respect. These niggas is locked up. It's too many. If the nigga do an evaluation, it's so many black locked up young brothers. I'm talking about, man, they throwing these cats away like, say, come on, man. Say, man, the slave, the plantations are steady building.
Right.
The plantations are steady. Say the cotton is steady growing. Say slavery ain't went nowhere. They just don't know it till they get there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right, that's a fact.
And they take these niggas, they snatch these niggas after millennium and put them in a caveman day, like they living in a caveman day. They ain't gonna believe what the fuck happened when they get down there.
Right.
But my thing is this: to answer your question, it's so many black men locked up that the young niggas got to fend for themselves, man. You hear me?
Right.
Did you catch that? They fending for themselves. That what X out the OG niggas. That what X out the respect in the neighborhood when these niggas come home. That what X out the old niggas can't tell the young niggas shit.
Right.
That what X out the old. Say once you lose that piece of respect from the young niggas,
that's a fact.
Don't try to get it back.
Right.
Don't go. Hey, you can what?
No, that's real talk, man.
Coming home talking about I want my block back. I want to get back on the block. Them young niggas looking at you like, nigga, shit.
Right.
We don't give a fuck who you was. That's who you used to be.
Yeah, used to be.
Yeah. These niggas, it's a new 13 and 14 and 16-year-old nigga in the hood going way harder than you. That's his car right there.
Right.
Nigga, you got to come home and start from scratch. That young nigga over there, daddy got him with everything.
Right.
Daddy got him a job, got him a built-in job. He can go to work, do his own things, and build up some revenue. Everybody ain't doing the same thing, but the one son, we got a lot of losers. That's where we lose the young niggas at.
Right.
The young niggas don't listen to no old nigga no more. The old niggas scared of the young niggas. And guess what? Once you lose that respect, see this little boy beside of me? Once he lose that respect right there, I'm going to smash the gas on. I got young niggas. I got 17 and 18 and 20. I keep them up under me.
Right.
I keep them up under me because guess what? But as soon as he lose that respect, I'm gonna lose it for him. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm a man just like he a man. I got a 17-year-old and I teach these kids right here. Don't cross that line, because when you cross that line, my nigga, I'm not responsible for what happened to you.
Right.
I'm gonna be daddy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be daddy. I'm daddy, man. I'm daddy. Watch this. I'm due my respect. Watch this. I earned my respect.
Facts. Okay.
I tell my kids all the time, you don't gotta respect me. I ain't nobody, you ain't gotta respect me, but I guarantee you one thing, you better not disrespect me. You hear me?
Right.
That point. Now I'm not talking to you. My baby back in time about some yes, sir. Nah, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking interview.
Yeah.
But anyway,
but I do like that, John, though. I do like, man. I notice a lot of times you go live, you got your son in the background, man. That's dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Yeah, they know they didn't heard, you know, OG Percy is OG Percy there, but let me say, they hearing about the OG Percy guy now. but they ain't never seen him. They ain't never met the OG person. They wonder what daddy used to get now because I raised my kids on a different note. Yeah, the streets are pausing your kids about who you used to be. You know, daddy used to do some drugs. Your daddy was on drugs back then. Yeah, daddy did that too. I ain't never heard nothing from my kids they don't know. And I ain't never ashamed to say nothing in front of my kids. That you did what I'm saying? My kids, but one thing my kids ain't never seen. They ain't never seen their daddy doing drugs. They ain't never seen their daddy doing no gang banging. They ain't never seen their daddy doing nothing trying to keep them on the right path. But what they do here, you know, now they have seen their daddy disappear for a couple of months and, you know, and he back. I go to college. I had to go to college. I go to college and I come back home. They be like, Daddy, where you been? You know, I graduated from Penn State.
You been to the penitentiary 5 times, you said. You said you been to jail about 4 times, incarcerated over 28 times, right? So with that being said, you said every time you got caught. Yeah, no, you didn't get caught. You got snitched on, right? So with that being said, what type of message do you got for the youth when it comes to the loyalty in these streets? You know what I'm saying? You said you never got caught and everybody snitched. So what message you got for the youth about this loyalty?
I just want to give me that water over there, son. Give me the water back there. Water. Yeah, right here. Give me that water right there. See that thing right there? Give me that water right there. I want the youth to just pay attention to this. I have never met a nigga in the world. This is for the youth that got their partners, their cliques, their gang, everybody Lord, we in the same thing. I grabbed the water. I told him to get the water because guess what? I ain't never met a nigga that can hold water.
That's deep.
I ain't never met a nigga that can hold water.
Talk to him.
That's the message I got for the youth. Damn, I almost grabbed my laptop out. I'm gonna get it out there though. But I ain't never met a man or nobody that's that loyal to hold water.
Right.
That's the message I got for their friends, their partners, that they think they partner, they homies, that they think they homies. Because if they was your homie, we'll be doing something different. Nigga, we'll be going clock in together.
Right.
We on our word, we going on lunch break to smoke a blunt together.
Right.
That's my partner. My partner gonna meet me this weekend, me with his girl, and we going to the movies this weekend. That's my partner.
Right.
If he don't meet that status, that's not a partner of yours.
Real talk.
That's an enemy. That's another demon that the devil got working for him against you.
Right.
You ain't never got a partner that sit around you and convince you to do something that you aren't supposed to be doing. That's not a partner. They're gonna have to start recognizing they inner selves and who they are. Once they find themselves, they're gonna know shit. Now that ain't my partner. I told my son the other day, I showed my son the other day what other guys are doing besides what they doing. You know, this the phones, the games, the Xboxes, the PS4s, and all that are designed to distract your mind from what's really going on in the world.
That's a fact.
Say it again. That's a what?
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
No doubt. And while the world study tournament, you study on the game.
Right.
That's all they got for niggas is games. But football, basketball, soccer, baseball, a game.
Right.
As long as it's a game,
yeah,
shit, y'all can win. If it's anything outside the box. But check this out. I had my son watching the Q Dogs the other day. Step Brothers, frat.
Right.
Coming in a sorority. You know, I seen it. No, it's a whole different game. I say, see how crowded, see how that purple and gold looking up there everywhere in them? Fraternity, that's a game.
That's not for sure.
That's a game. The police department, that's a game.
Facts.
The army, that's a game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The little Crips and Bloods, y'all ain't shit. Y'all food, y'all lunch for the real games, because we don't got nothing they got.
Right.
But stick to the fraternity. The fraternity is a gang. It's a family of men that watch out for each other back, even when they through the years. That they don't get a rag in their pocket or a tattoo on them. They get branded.
That's a fact.
Woo. Woo.
That's a whole nother level.
How loyal and committed can you be to let a nigga brand you with? Come on, man.
Right. Yeah.
That's a game.
Yeah, real talk.
That's a game. If you get caught with that on you and you made it up, your ass in trouble.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You false flagging.
Yeah, the boy's gonna do something to you.
What? You false flagging.
Yeah, yes, sir.
That's a game.
Right.
But guess what? I'd rather be in that gang anytime. Right now, I'm working on getting one of my sons right here in job code. Sit up while you know how we talk. Yeah. Chest up, head up. There we go. That's my baby back here. Say, I'm finna get him in job code. Try to get him in job code, get him a start.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I want to see my young man behind me. Every time y'all see him, I want him to be doing something different.
Right.
We not ready when he got, yesterday, you blessed me. I'm finna get the rest of my allowance, and we just went and got his Social Security. Shit like this stuff he gonna need to get started.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Paperwork.
Right.
We got your school. We finna go get you a regular ID. We finna get you somewhere to get you started and get you a job code, get you on your way somewhere. Get you a plan because they don't even think for themselves. Daddy's gone, big homie. We didn't lost the young. We didn't lost all the youth because, I'm not gonna watch this. I'm not gonna beat myself across the head. I got 4 sons in the penitentiary right now on their way to prison for a long time. Right now.
Right.
4 of them. It's a fact right now. Free my son Percy, free my son Purnell, free my son Presley, and free my son PMG God. You hear me? Look. You look like I'm losing anyhow? Look, watch this. I don't see no bags under my eye. Look at that.
Right.
I'm not losing not a wink, blink, sleep, or drawing a bald spot, a gray hair, or nothing on. Because you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, big homie. I didn't teach them that.
Right.
They didn't get that out for me. So I'm not gonna beat myself across the head about it.
Well, I understand you big on God, because I was on your live yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You very.
Oh, okay.
I was chatting with you in the live.
You went to the truth testimony yesterday.
Yeah. So you big on God, man. So my question is, what does God mean to OG person, and how important is God? You know what I'm saying?
Everything. Everything. I never wake up without talking to him. I don't talk to my family until I talk to God. I don't talk to nobody. They already know Percy hadn't prayed yet.
Okay.
What tripped me out the other day? I did a live and I asked my son, did he know how to pray? And he said, yeah. I don't want you to look like no lie. You know how, you don't. So right now is your time to shine.
Right,
I told him to kick me a verse or two. You heard me? Some prayer. He went in. And he went in immediately with no hesitation. He went in and to my surprise, when I listened to it, I was like, okay, you going in. Anything is better than nothing.
Right.
Just to know that you know what you're doing. There's no certain way of praying. You don't got to know no certain words, no hocus pocus or nothing. As long as you know how to talk to the man.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Talk to him like you're talking to me. Get it out.
Right.
You don't got to talk like him. You're in church. But anyway, he started praying. He started doing a little thing. I was like, God damn. I said, okay, give me the mic back, nigga. You hear me?
Right.
You passed that test. What a wonderful test to pass. But the cold thing, like you said on religion, what do it mean? Say, it tripped me out that the whole prayer he prayed was the prayer that I pray every morning, and I never taught it to him.
Okay.
Hold on. That you right? Okay.
All right.
Okay, you right. It was the prayer that I pray every day, but that's the one I never taught to them. They learned the Lord's Prayer before they learned Daddy's prayer. But what I've come to find out, they had been listening to Daddy. Daddy been doing this thing because that's all they hear Daddy do every morning. You hear me?
Right.
I never hear my prayer. I say in front of him every morning, say, man, God, go straight in. And my kids been around me long enough to get that. They picked up on it. And he know it like it wasn't nothing. It tripped me out. I said, that's a badass prayer to know, right? That's better than the Lord's Prayer there, son.
Yeah, that's real.
Daddy's prayer.
Right.
God gave me that prayer, gave me a piece of that prayer once a year. Took him 5 years to put that little old prayer together.
Right.
But I didn't know I was saying one prayer, then he'd add something to it, then add something to it till we got to the end of it. God means everything to me, man. As long as I'm on top of the ground and the ground ain't on top of me, once I was living like I didn't give a damn who killed me because, I wasn't having nothing anyway. I was practically born in church. Damn near, my mama damn near went and labeled at church with me. I was blessed. Watch this, big homie. Even without my motherfucking, even without my consent.
Okay.
I was blessed to be brought up in a church household. You hear me?
Okay.
Only because God knew what was to come after this. You hear me?
Right.
He knew I was gonna need that 16, 17 years worth of church. You hear me?
Right.
For the next 25 to 30 years along the line later. You heard me?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, come on, man.
So look,
I didn't see. Go ahead.
This is a perfect segue, man, into story time with Percy right here. I want you to tell the youth, man, what they can expect to see in prison.
Tales from a Crip.
Tales from a Crip. Let's go.
Tales from a Crip is OGPERCY. Okay. Say, look at youth. You're now rocking with the best. I want y'all to put your hard hats on and go and take a ride with me, man. Let's take the streets to the penitentiary. Let me take you youngsters through the cages without walking through the cage.
Let's go.
Let me take y'all through the cages. Let me borrow your mind for a minute. That's all I want. Just a minute of your mind. If I get a minute of your mind, gangsters, cliques, gang, Crips, Bloods, Disciples, folks, Vice Lords. If I leave somebody out, I love y'all too. Get in here. Youngsters. Everybody that got on their mind, prison is the place to be right now. Prison is the hottest topic. Let me see. Can I get loose as I want to?
Hey, you free, man. On my platform, you free.
Okay, let's go. Prison. Everybody thinking prison is the place to be to get your stripes right now. And every nigga and all you youngsters kicking the doors down to get there. Man, come on, man. I'm trying to find the smart ones. I'm trying to find the ones that's going to start thinking for themselves. But hey, that's cool. We'll talk to y'all later. The ones that know how to think for themselves, you know who y'all are. You know, you the one that don't need your homie with you. You the one sitting there watching me by yourself right now without a click. You the one sitting there, goddamn it, on your money the right way. You dig what I'm saying? Any man that know how to think for himself, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones that's the followers. You know, you, the one sitting on your homeboy cap. Yeah, the ones over here doing this, the ones that's on their way to take the streets to the penitentiary. Because the niggas coming out the penitentiary to the streets. I got a message for y'all, youngsters. It ain't no stepping in there. It ain't no sliding in there. It ain't no hiding in there. You can't hide in there. A lot of y'all safe because you stay on your side of town. I'm on the west side. I'm on the east side. I'm on the south side. I'm on the north. Yeah, it's safe. Yeah, you know how to stay safe. Until you end up in that cage. Till you end up in that cage when you find out everybody is all the boys in the hood in here. And they all from different hoods. When you go to jail, they don't say what neighborhood you from. You go on this or nah. They all gonna ask you, are you affiliated? They don't give a fuck what you is. Y'all trying to take that street. Look at youngsters, millennium babies. I love talking to the millennium babies. Let me walk y'all through the process. Follow me real quick. We're going to go hit a lick. So you can come follow me real quick. We're gonna go hit a lick. Tales from a Crip. I knew a little homeboy that did a slide with one of his other homeboys, and they did a little slide. In this Tale from the Crip, you just ride with the name. They'll know who they are according to the story. They did a slide, and when they did the little slide, a couple of people got caught. They didn't get caught immediately. The slide went down. The walk down went down. The balloons was released. Matter of fact, some of these guys sit at the wake during the funeral. They sit at the wake. They came to the wake. They were so cold-hearted that they showed up at the wake. Me as a gangster, you know, I've been around killers all my life and didn't even know it. Shout out to Spice One. Spice One taught me that when he sung a song. I used to hang with killers and I didn't even know. I didn't even know that the niggas I went to church with, to school with, that I grew up with in the neighborhood, that we used to play basketball, touch football, throw up tackle, and everything with, was killers. They wasn't killers. They was followers. They wasn't killers. I growed up. I played basketball with them. I played touch football. We played we played baseball when we just had a stick and a tennis ball. Shit. We played baseball, but them boys was killers. They wasn't killers. They was molded into that. I used to mold niggas myself. I used to mold niggas into how I wanted them to be. That's how old I was. But you youngsters, y'all followers, you gonna let your little partner tell you, let's go hit a lick. You go hit the lick. And this little homie, they went and hit the lick, hit the slide, and everything went good according to plan. A couple of weeks later, the detectives was at the door knocking on the door. When they ran inside the house, the nigga was laying on the couch with his drawers on. The man picked him up and put him in the handcuffs and said, yeah, you the one we looking for. And they took him down. When he got down there, he found out his little partner that set up the slide, they slid on him with the paperwork. Because one thing y'all don't know, y'all, there's a thing called Homeland Security. There's a thing called surveillance. There's a thing called cyber security. A camera ain't shit. These people got the thing that can rewind time right in your neighborhood where you grow up, when you went to sleep, that green room, your whole goddamn house. If your name come and follow where you went for the last 2 or 3 days to see if that was you. You can't get away from the system.
Right.
You can't get away from the system. For all you young dummies that's hanging with your partner looking at your homeboy like, is he telling the truth? Well, keep doing what you're doing. You'll find out. Keep doing what you're doing. But anyway, when the lick was hit, everybody went to jail and Cuz got snitched on. When Cuz got snitched on, Cuz showed up in the same courtroom. And when they went up inside the thing and went to judge, and when the judge got him on the stand and he walked the witness in, it was the same homeboy he was in the car sliding with. Crazy. They got up on the witness stand and he was told, is he in the courtroom right now? And he pointed at him, told him, yeah, that's him. He the one did it. That's the same homeboy that took him on the slide. He got up and he got able to walk out the court. That same guy got 35 motherfucking aggravated years. He could have got a life sentence. But guess what? He wasn't even the killer. He was just riding. Yeah, y'all missed the point. He was just in the car with the rest of them. His bullets didn't show no defense. But that man got 35 years. That young man had never been in trouble a day in his life. That young man didn't have a juvenile record. That young man ain't never ran a stop sign. Now that young man is on his way to the penitentiary. As soon as he gets to the penitentiary, when he walk inside the county jail, he see niggas that he think he know. He see niggas that he think his partners is. He got one of his own homeboys that's supposed to be his homeboy in the world trying to fuck on it. Because he just a little weakling. He ain't never been here before. These young niggas been in and out, in and out, in and out. And this young nigga don't know how to take shit, and guess what's so cold about it? He ain't got himself shit from the shoulders. He trying to get himself molded in. They send the young man to the penitentiary. I'm handcuffed right here with this young nigga. When they send the young nigga down to the penitentiary, the young nigga kept telling me, man, when I get down here, ain't nobody gonna do shit to me. I want to say the nigga name so bad, but he know who he is. He handcuffed to me. We get down there and the whole time, this nigga right here was big. He got stocky in the county jail, eating his little noodles, eating his soup. Got in there and he was taking that street shit to the penitentiary with him. He felt like he was the killer now. And nigga, you really wasn't the killer. You were just with the killer. And you got some killer time. Hello. Nigga, you was with the killers and you got some killer time and you ain't did shit, nigga. But I'm gonna ride these handcuffs out with. We get down there to the penitentiary and the nigga had a good talk game because he let that killing shit grow on him because he was accused of doing something. You got the time, you might as well say you a killer too, nigga. But we know deep in your heart that you ain't that killer. And the sad thing, down here, you better have some heart. Because if you ain't that killer that you say you is, nigga, and you ain't got that heart, down here, you can't tell us shit. Everybody killers in this bitch. Everybody was in this motherfucker. Everybody got this and that and this. And you down here with them for real now. Why the fuck you think they down here?
Right.
Shit, that's where they sent them to. The penitentiary. Fuck y'all mean? Y'all young niggas got them niggas, that man that killed, you remember that man that killed such and such, put him in the trunk, chopped the body. Well, anyway, guess where you going?
Right. You
going exactly where he at. You don't change. They don't change your motherfucking place where you going because of who you are. Fuck that. Your age don't mean shit. And when you get in there, you gonna find out you ain't shit but a little kid. You ain't nothing but a little kid. But anyway, me and this guy, we was handcuffed. We got to the thing. He talked big and bad while we was on our way to the penitentiary. We finally made it. We got booked in. They registered in the penitentiary, gave us our bags and shit. And I was on Central Unit.
Okay.
How about that? I'm just gonna put it like that. I was on Central Unit in Sugar Land, Texas. Y'all look it up. It's called Central Unit, Sugar Land, Texas. I was down on Central Unit. And I seen the guy, we went to breakfast that they called Child Time. We went to breakfast. And that nigga was walking around on some tough nigga shit. I was like, shit, you know, this nigga tough in the world. He might be tough, that nigga just might be that kid. So goddamn me, I was a quiet nigga. Y'all know me, I'm in the corner like this. I ain't saying shit. but I'm just waiting to attack. That's my game. But anyway, the next morning, man, they called Child Time for us to go to Child, man. I was gonna go by my partner's cell and tell him, come on, let's go eat, because we went to go eat for the last 2 Childs together. We gonna walk the cell. We fresh, we just got there. We ain't been there number 2 days. I got up to go get Child. Let me let y'all youngsters know something. They got a thing in the penitentiary where you see and you don't see. You hear, but you don't hear. And one thing you never do in that motherfucker, you never tell. You never open your motherfucking mouth and say nothing. But in prison, let me say that again. You see, but you don't see.
Talk to him.
You hear, but you better act like you ain't heard a motherfucking thing. That's prison. That's prison rules. Get back to the story at hand. Tales from a Crip, man. I'm walking down to breakfast that morning. I'm like, goddamn, finna go pick my partner up. We finna go eat breakfast. When I went by the cell to go get him, I looked in and I had to turn my head because I seen, but I didn't see. And I kept walking. Yeah, my partner was in there. And when he was in there and I walked by, them young niggas had dick in his mouth, dick in his hand, and dick in his ass at the same time. That nigga had his mouth, his hand, and dick in his ass at the same time. They was shit out that same nigga that was talking that gangster shit when he got there on the handcuffs with me. They had him in there tied up, strained up. I walked by, I looked in, and I kept going by my motherfucking business. They was in there shit out that nigga. The next day, that man had to have a diaper. He had to wear a diaper on to keep the hemorrhoids in there. They had busted that young nigga so bad. Just imagine that young nigga. Y'all think it's a motherfucking game. To what these old niggas go in there and grab one of you young niggas, snatch you up. See, back then, it wasn't no goddamn rules. It wasn't no go tell it. You can't get in trouble. That's what they do. They throw y'all young niggas in there and make y'all young niggas think it's cool to slide at her. Then they'll slide. Let me tell y'all young niggas something. I ain't never seen a nigga slide up a hill. Huh? I ain't never seen nobody slide up. So every time you go slide, just remember you're taking yourself down.
Right.
You're taking yourself down. Just remember that, youngsters. Every time you go slide, walk by, drive by, step by, you just taking yourself down. You'll never slide up a hill. That young man got in there. That young man got his ass for the next 5 years. He didn't even get. He got for the next 5 weeks. Let me tell y'all something. When he went in there, he was fighting them niggas out for him, trying to fight them out for him. Now guess what? Now he fighting just to hold on to a man. Now don't get me wrong. He went in there a real nigga, just like you real nigga, huh? And don't y'all call yourself? I'm such and such gang. Yeah, you all that. You just, can't nothing happen to me. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish ain't no nigga do shit to me. I would, stepping in when get 5 niggas that's been in there 20 and 38 years run up on you. Them niggas body hard as a brick goddamn wall. Nigga, you fresh off the blunts, fresh off the perks, fresh off the exos, fresh off the weed, fresh off the drink. You know, you niggas bodies ain't in no type of shape to fuck with them niggas. Yeah, it's gonna take a couple of years to get all that, them chemicals out your system. Well, them niggas' chemicals been out their system for 20 and 30 years already. They ain't giving a fuck about no young nigga. Ain't nothing you can do to hurt one of them old niggas. Youngsters, 17 to 25. 17 to 25, because at the age of 17, you're considered an adult. I told my son sitting back here, I told my son to sitting back here, you grown now, you get in trouble, you going over to me in it. My son can't whoop me. He can't whoop me. He can jump in front of me right now and I'll smoke his motherfucking game. You hear me? And he's 17, he's good with his hands. I ain't taking nothing from him.
Right.
But he ain't fucking with me. But my thing is this, if you get yourself in trouble, you're gonna end up in there with niggas just like your daddy. Way bigger than your daddy. On some more gangster shit than your daddy. And guess what? You can't whoop them. They don't look at it like that. They don't see it until it's in front of them. You hear me? They don't see it until it's in front of them. But anyway, that guy right there went through that penitentiary system, got turned out. And guess what, y'all? It was time for him to make parole. It was time for him to make parole. It's time for him to come home. He been down there sucking and turning tricks the whole time. Now it's time to come home. He full blown now. The nigga wear Kool-Aid on his lips now. The nigga wear his shirt tied inside out now when he walking down here. The nigga switch harder than a hole on the corner. But guess what? Now it's time to go home. You got your paperwork. It's a parole that's been made. You left a slider. You went in there getting slid into. Yeah, that part. That part. Now it's time to go home. How do you come home now like that? How you go back to the hood where your homeboys at like that? But guess what? Let me tell you something, big homie. Let me tell you something, big homie. You listening to me? They do it every day. They do it every day. They come home every day. They come home with the big tattoos on them, the big frowns on them, the big muscles on them, the big Hercules on them, the big gangster talk, the big gangster walk. They got the whole package down packed. They come home every single day and tell you youngsters like they been down there on some gangster shit.
Preach. They'll
come home and make one of you youngsters think it's cool to go where I just came from. They'll go down there and be like, you know, and they're gonna have the whole game packed. Yeah, that's Tiffany. Now that's Timothy. Now, cause that's Timothy right there. Now that's Tiffany right there. When you come home, one of them niggas come home and be like, oh, that's my boy. Yeah, Timothy, my nigga Tim was on that. You know Timothy. Who was Timothy right there?
Right.
You look over there, niggas say that's Tiffany. No, nigga, Timothy, nigga. No, nigga, Tiffany. You know, Timothy, nigga. Well, at her, he Timothy. In there, he Tiffany. Yeah, yeah. And guess what? When he go back, he gonna be Tiffany again. He gonna be Tiffany until every time he go to that motherfucker. When he come out here, he OG Timothy to y'all. Huh? He OG Timothy. Y'all looking up to this nigga because he ain't telling you nothing real. Everything's sugarcoated. Niggas go in there and find God. Come in that motherfucker. Everybody want to run to the Bible when they get in there. Come home and act like they more religious than the next motherfucker. Yeah, we know why you in that Bible so deep. Huh?
Right.
Because God, the only thing gonna save you in that prison. Real stuff. Y'all hear me? The penitentiary can do one thing or two things for you. It's only two things prison can do. It can make you or it can break you. That's it. I want everybody to know that's listening to my voice right now. Prison is not here to help nobody. Everybody think, big homie, everybody think because they got a partner down there in the penitentiary that hey, he gonna come home a better man.
Right.
The fuck? The fuck? Who told y'all that? Well, all you women that's lined up in these lines every goddamn, can I go there? That's lined up.
Man, let's go. Talk to him. Talk to him.
They hard-earned checks, standing in line, running your kids in and out these lines in these penitentiaries, thinking that, you know, mijo better right now. Look at mijo. Look at the brother. Look at God. He looking good. Every time you come in visitation, nigga walking there like he got them. Yeah, he got his shit together. He ain't got no motherfucking charge. That damn slave master, you gonna have to look like something. That's what prison is not designed to do nothing for you.
Now you know it's the King Kong of Crips. V.E.T.V.
Veracity Exchange Television.